What up, kings, moguls, magnates, and tycoons? Today I'm going to be talking about signs that you should not date a woman. And guys, this is very important because the members in our community, we out here on our purposes. We're leveling up every single day. We're becoming more high value every single day. See, I know I have some future high performers in here. See, y'all are going to be on the Forbes list. Y'all are going to be multi-billionaires. And I don't want you to end up like Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos having uh, an ex-wife that divorces you and becomes a billionaire off of your hard work. So you got to carefully do a background check on all the women that you're going to even consider being in a relationship with.
At my age, being single is a lot of times the older generation. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting emotional. For the most part, I try not to let my relationship status get to me, but yes, I would like to meet someone special. It would be nice if they did hurry up and get here.
First red flag is when a woman is just pushing for a relationship right off the bat. And most of the time, you're going to see this with post-wallers. Now, sometimes, but this is few and far between, you'll see it with some pre-wallers. But what happens with the post-wallers is in their teens and 20s, they were riding that cock carousel. They were getting simps, just simping for her. They were getting orbiters orbiting them. They were getting piped out by Chad and Tyrone, just living it up without a care in the world. And this whole time, they had the nice guys that wanted to lock her down, and they were just rejecting them left, right, and center. There's a whole pile of them. But now she's a post-waller. And now she doesn't have... Now Tyrone is fucking younger, badder women. And you got these simps, they're probably already married to a younger, hotter woman or someone that's not all hoeing. And so now she's all washed up and sad. But she brought the shit on herself. So don't be that guy that wifes up a washed up hoe. Second red flag is the strong, independent woman. The ones that say shit like,
don't need a man. I don't need a man.
It's not that you don't need a man. You're showing contempt for men because you can't keep a man because you're about one cheeseburger away from being on my 600-pound life. During your journeys, my kings, you will experience women like this. These ones are going to say, I'm a strong, independent woman. And listen, it's not because they're obese and they can't keep a man. It's for a much worse reason.
I threaten men because I'm just very independent. And I'm very successful, and I don't really need to rely on anybody else or just even bother with your presence because I am so well established on my own.
The problem with these kinds of women isn't their looks. It's that they're just going to be so masculine. They're not going to submit to you. They're going to want to be the ones wearing the pants in the relationship. And they don't want an actual man. They want some guy that they can bitch. So when you see any woman like this talking like she's the prime minister of North Korea, saying like, I intimidate men, I'm so successful, I don't need to bother with your presence, keep that shit moving. Take a look at this girl's online dating profile. Guess how many red flags there are? A, 0, B, 1, D, 3, E, 4, F, 5, or G, dismantle the kitty and leave the city. Alright, if you chose G, you're very close. You can do that if you want, but the answer is F. There are 5 red flags. So let me break them down. The first red flag is all the tattoos she has all over her body. Now, by itself, this doesn't necessarily mean anything, but you just got to take this into consideration. Because if someone's willing to permanently mark up their body, they're probably a little bit more on the promiscuous side. Now, this doesn't mean anything just by itself, but just if a woman has like a big-ass ostrich tattoo on her arm, just take it into consideration. Now, if she has like some small like sentimental tattoos, that's fine. But if it's big as hell, that's a red flag. The second red flag that I spotted is in her bio where it says she's only looking for friends. See, women do this to disguise their past as a 304. Because the thing is, well, let's say you meet up with her for some coffee, and then the date goes good, she busts it open on the first date. But the bio says only friends. So it makes you think, like, oh, maybe I'm just that guy. Maybe she doesn't do this for everyone. The third red flag is she has kids and she says she wants more kids. So this means she's a single mother. So I already made a video on why you shouldn't date single mothers, but to summarize that up, they already got the imprint from the daddy. She's probably crazy, so that's why the dad isn't there in the first place, and she's not going to take you seriously because she wants you to take care of another man's kids, and if you do that, you're a fucking cuck. So here's the thing: if she bad, hey, I'm not going to judge you if you hit it and quit it, pump and dump, but you better not get in a relationship with her. The fourth red flag that we got here is she got the Snapchat in the bio. What I found is the girls that have the Snapchat in the bio, usually they're either like cheating on a boyfriend or a husband, or they just want a bunch of like orbiters on Snapchat. With Instagram, the girls that have their Instagram in the bio also want a bunch of orbiters. And another thing is they want to like fluff up their follower count, fluff up the likes. These are going to be the ones that are posted on their story. Like, don't forget to like and comment on my post, because they want that number to go up so that it gives them a self-esteem boost. And it makes them like get taken more seriously by the high-value guys that they want. So when you see a girl that has her social media in the bio, it's not an immediate turn-off, but it's a red flag that you should look out for. The fifth red flag is if in her pictures she got a whole lot of filters. That's a major one. I have a story about this one. So one time I had this Tinder date, and on Tinder she was looking probably like an 8, but she had filters on. We met up at Starbucks. I see her and I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. It was bad. Guys, she was probably about 30 pounds heavier than these pictures. Face acne than a motherfucker. So I got back in my homeboy's car and I went back home. Fuck that shit. Hey, listen, if any of you ever get catfish like that, don't be out here like all polite and like buying her a coffee if you know that shit's not going anywhere. Fucking turn around and say this shit not gonna work, and then leave.